and I mean, it's Overpass. It's a great map for Gambit.
Yes, Gambit are a team who are definitely capable on Overpass, so I would not count them out by any means. Interestingly, on the subject of Astralis, we saw some interesting strats from them. There was a super nice short B play that they had. Maybe we'll see that on Carrigan's FaZe clan. For those of you in GoTV, last time on Overpass, I recommended Mo on the CT side for Gambit, or in general. This time I'm going to recommend the Clutch King of 100 ping, Dren, and I would say AZ and Rain for the FaZe clan. So let's see how this pistol starts out. Alu leading the charge towards the fountain area. Can often see Shox doing this as well. Kind of made this play famous at an ECS final. But no early engagement. Everyone alive for now. Lots of grenades on the Gambit side.
Yeah, starting to bring themselves to position by Sewers and readying for that B hit. Perhaps bomb's already there by Monster as well, which is not necessarily. I wouldn't want to use the word as serious as committed, but there's no real reason for them to have it there unless they're going to go for the B play. So definitely looking to see that one come in. And 3 members now to Sewers, and we've got FaZe just sitting there waiting. And the problem is when you've got not much in the way of counter grenades, and they've only got a smoke on Carrigan, is that the Glocks get close really fast. The Tech-9, the raid boss Tech-9 gets really close really fast, and that's problematic. And already you can see the damage being done. Kyoshima! Whoa! 3 quick kills from him, looking for a 4th cheeky one, but he's going to get out of there somehow. Unbelievable stuff from him.
That leaves Zeus alone in that short position. He's getting some frags of his own though. 1 versus 2 now. The Tech-9 may help. Spots ahead, but Ali will have to hide. Can he get a 1 versus 1? That's the question. 38 seconds up on the clock. He has some time, not all the time in the world, but oh, never mind. Opportunities taken away by force, courtesy of Alu. But a great individual performance from Kyoshima in that pistol round.
It's honestly ridiculous because after that first one, sure, but then it gets to this point where you can see he's moving between 2 spots constantly, and he basically almost doesn't stop pressing, either S or W or A or whatever key it might be. He's moving constantly. That's the point.
All the keys.
All the keys, and it's impressive that he's able to keep the composure to hit the shots there. And now Gambit not getting the bomb planted, they're going to go for the force up. So
they are all in. They are all the way in to this force buy.
Should be able to get some damage done. It's not so hard to close the distance on this map.
Alu, that's 5 HP, will have to disappear. Maybe throws them forward to a player with more health. And indeed, he will do exactly that. Pick up the UMP. Smart play, good reaction. Zeus looking for close quarters engagements in connector, but no one's there. Very dangerous place to be as a CT when the T's are on a force buy. Don't want to give up a nice weapon for them to use and abuse. See a congregation of Gambit players towards that short B area. Again, just looking for the close quarters engagements if possible. FaZe forced to passive positions.
The cool thing here too is that because you've got a couple of deagles, you can already see like the likes of Adren. He's able to actually try to work the very long spaces of the map and see if there's an opening there actually. And because he's able to arrange, maybe get a one-shot kill with that deagle. So he's trying it. He's seeing, okay, how far can I actually get up long? And he actually managed to get almost all the way up long. So it does tell them a little bit about the setup of FaZe. That on A, that they are particularly passive. And interestingly, he's going to be grabbing the bomb now, and they're going to be going for the straight-up B hit, which is actually a more vulnerable site too.
30 seconds remain. Those young Hobbit, do they even realize they're in there? They do now. Shots being fired. No one down just yet. Hobbit first to fall. Can the bomb get planted? Mo disappearing as well. Dren making his way through Monster, and Zeus will emerge from the short B. Down goes AZ, and they may retract a bit, the CTs. Allow them to go in for the retake. Kishima picks up as well. There are weapons to collect here for the T side.
Not just that, there's a real chance to even win the round at this point. Wow, Zeus into the angle with the Tech-9. And Dozier making that deagle sing. Just going to be Ali. He's got 5 HP. This is very precarious to say the least. Oh, Zeus is going to be bringing it straight into Ali's face with that M4. That is... The cool thing about this round, for me, is that it's a round, James, where it's the force-up. And there's so many teams that don't really have much of a plan. But I really feel like looking at what Gambit were doing across the map, that you could see a very concerted effort to try to get into specific positions and work out what's going on.
Shout-outs to a man whose name I cannot pronounce. He does great artwork, and there is yet more here for the Major. Thank you for your contributions to the scene.
The funny thing is that you have the Fellowship there, the congregation of the Fellowship. And to be honest, if Gambit were to make a really deep run this Major, it basically is like they're going into the center of Mount Doom there against the crazy odds.
Well, you could say the same about SK, and they just became legend status. Quite the struggle for them. They have a push from AZ, which will force some players back. That's some nice map control for FaZe in the early stages of this. They're going to be forcing straight back. They do not want to give up any rounds. We'll see if Gambit can hold on to what they have. Gambit with Zeus at the helm, shown great improvement. Always had dangerous players on their side. The likes of Adren, the likes of Dozier. Hellraiser's refugees.
I love this. This is such a nice way to play the anti-eco, anti-force spy. You just try to get that contact play in, and it's working pretty well, but these players of FaZe, they're pretty good with pistols, and the 5-7 is going to wreak havoc onto the lineup. And Zeus has 1 HP. They do get the bomb planted, but there is opportunity here for FaZe.
Zeus could be killed by Alu's flashbang. That is a situation for him. He's got to be very careful. Bullets whizzing past his head. That flashbang's gone, but now there are bullets from the CTs to be careful of. Hiding by the pillar. His teammates to take the initial engagement. He could be a trade flag. Oh, can he? Down he goes. Erica disappearing as well. More problems for the T side. Adrena Clutch King. One more to find in Alu. He's got 9 HP. Got the angle, but he can't get the kill. He misses completely. Alu wrecks him. And he's got time to defuse the bomb as well. The fourth buy works.
I have no idea how Adren doesn't hit a single bullet there. He just needed 1 bullet to connect. Could connect anywhere on Alu's body. He even had the drop on him.
He could have killed him with his shooter.
And nothing, just nothing. That's crazy. That's absolutely nuts that Ali picks that one up. What an upsetting round there for Gambit. And here it is. Ali gets himself the M4, just going for the run and gun. Wow.
Yeah, that's quite the shock.
Yep.
He is like, what on earth just happened? What's good though about rounds like this, as far as the spectator is concerned, is constant force buys. Gambit though, going for the half buy on this occasion, leaving 1,000 plus in the bank. But they've got Tech 9 stand, and they also have armor, and that sounds good to me. Yeah,
and just keeping the pressure up is always quite fun. It always sucks when it feels like you're absolutely taken out of the rounds, because you have to go for all the ecos and so on. And again, Gambit have a pretty good approach here, and it's interesting. It's important to note the players that have the Deagles, because the Deagles serve such a different function to the rest of the pistols. Tech 9s are good for running and taking positions quickly whilst pushing spots where the CTs are defending and closing the distance. The Eagles are much better at getting picks, the long-range frags. They're not very good at running in. So each weapon serves a different purpose, and the Deaglers can get the information for the team. Previously, when they had this setup, they spent much more time on the A side of the map. Here, they're pretty much just going towards B, it would seem, at the moment. So perhaps the Deagles might not, or the Deagle of Adren might not pay too much into the favour of Gambit after all.
Zeus and Dozier biding their time in the short B position. Waiting for those smokes to disappear. You see smoke being deployed for the balcony, trying to thin the numbers out of the CT side. There's a flash onto Zeus as well. Can the team get close? There's Hobbit coming through Monster. The trade is there. Down goes AZ as well. Man advantage for the Gambit. This force is not even a force stand, but it might work out for them.
Crazy damage done. It's going to be requiring quite the clutch here from Alu and Rain to save this, but that's a good start. Rain will demolish Mo with an HE grenade there, so flashbang over for Rain to try to get some space going for him and Alu. Alu might be the one to start things off, to allow Rain some distraction to move into position. Distraction, maybe a frag as well. Alu getting a good opportunity there. Finishes off Dozier, a 2-on-1 there to get another kill. But it's Adren. He's already got 2 kills with Deagle. Rain has 1 HP. The Deagle actually becomes the optimal gun for this position. But still, just 1 shot has to connect here from Adren. And redemption for Adren in this round. That should have been the outcome in the previous one, but this time it's going to work out just fine. 2-2. Will FaZe force as well? Perhaps quite likely.
Give me the force. Give me the force.
There it is.
Yes!
The battle of the force buys. Eventually one team will have to give it up.
Yes, this is good. This is good news. For all concerned. Maybe not all concerned. Hazy on a scout. Scout's on overpass. Not the easiest weapon to use necessarily. So, curious to see if he can get anything done with that. Might be based on spawn. He's got a forward spawn, and he's going to peek towards the fountain area, and he may have some company. Got a smoke down as well. We'll try to look over it. But the flash will deny him. Oh, they've broken the balloons as well. That's just rude. It was someone's birthday. Birthday party's well and truly over. Tag onto Dozier. It was close to his head as well, but top of the chest perhaps isn't going to be fatal.
And easy with that scout again, as you mentioned, it's not necessarily the easiest weapon to use, generally speaking, but it can be highly impactful on this map.
That angle AZ was holding back in the day, Edward would jump peek that every single round, but no one ever punished him. Back to you, Dan.
Maybe he's a bit late then in that sense. But it looks like he gets a tag, I think, onto Zeus. So they've got to be really careful here because the scout, I mean, again, the scout's job is really not necessarily even to get frags, but to just soften them up. Because by the time they get to the bomb site, the pistols suddenly become incredibly powerful if everyone has 30 HP, which is soon seemingly becoming the case. We've got Stozier and Zeus on low health, and now they're kind of rotating towards B bomb site. It's been working fairly well for them in the past rounds, and they don't want to take any risks anymore because, again, 2 players so weak. You just need to just get it in now. Get your advantage in there with the 5 superior weapons.
32 seconds left to breach B against a force by potentially scary start. Alu in an off angle. Kishima getting things started. Not surprised that season. It could happen again, Dan. They've got 1 frag back, but they've got 20 seconds to plant the bomb. And Mo, he's a high health player. Where is he at the moment? Hobbit taken down as well. Another disaster, and nothing but disasters here.
This is so hilarious. FaZe actually had such a sick setup. 3 players standing in position. They basically had the most optimal setup you could ever hope to guess to have. Just having 3 guys standing on the ramp there by the pillar to receive that rush. So, and FaZe are a team that have incredibly good pistol players overall. So, well, I would presume that Gambit would force again. I mean, they have 1 player with $4,200, so that means that 1 guy could even get an AK. So it could be the best force that they could have had up until this point. And you can see that a pause is coming in, because perhaps they're thinking, maybe surely it should end at this point. Maybe we should stop force buying at this point, because if they do save 1 round, they can actually have a decent buy, I think.
No, stop talking sense, Dan. We need force buys. I want to see force buys. Let me see the force in the chat. I can't see the chat, but do it anyway.
To be fair, I actually think that they should force buy, because if they do save, the best money that a couple players are going to have is like $3,900. So I don't know. It's an interesting one.
I know. Force buy.
Yeah, force buy would be fun. Let's see if they go for it.
Gambit's tactical timeout at present, just to confirm that for those of you in GoTV, it only says match pause, but it is indeed a tactical timeout for Gambit. Bring on.
James, how often have you seen this? How likely is this to happen?
The force buy?
No, that we've had 5 rounds and not a single team has won a consecutive round.
It's awesome. It's really enjoyable when this happens for everybody who doesn't support the teams involved. It's good.
It's so rare.
There we go. Mo has forced. Dozy has forced. Zeus has forced. Adren has forced.
Nice.
Hobbits. Come on. Force. Marvelous. Force buys for days. I don't want to see success. I want to see repeated failure. Rain and Alu pushing forward towards the fountain position. Looking for some early information, perhaps looking over the smoke, though ideally you want a scoped weapon with which to do that. Otherwise, your vision is more obscured. Early grenades down. Gambit have time on their side, and they like to use it. Maybe not the best idea when there are anti-eco rounds involved. But it's time to force.
And this time Mo is the guy just scouting out the long area. And interestingly, this time FaZe have a better setup towards A early on into the round. And the last round, of course, it was B. So FaZe seem to be doing fairly well. It's kind of guessing what's up because they haven't been peeking. They're trying to make sure that Gambit are forced close to the site, which allows them to prevent Gambit from isolating 1v1s essentially, and that's really important because FaZe have such a defensive advantage, and so they should use it if they just stay passive here. And it looks like it's going to work out, and because Hobbit's already taking damage, and FaZe I think are working out so far what Gambit are up to.
That smoke allows him to get closer to the site. Rain spotted in a position he can't retreat from. So far, so good for the T side. But again, the bomb needs to go down. They've still got some time with which to try and clear this site. More smokes down. Bomb getting planted. And looking at the close, that's a risk. He may be exposed there, but they're backing off the site entirely. Mo gets taken down. How do Gambit hold this now? They've still got that 1 rifle onto Zeus now. Mo's fallen. So I would say advantage FaZe in this situation. Great headshot onto Kishima, no answer. What do the plays on long do though? The CTs are being drawn out even more. The force is working there again and again. Alu last man, 3 people to try and take down the squad. 2 flashes, no smokes. What a fake. The meat shots come in, the force has worked that.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Again, that is just incredible. Oh, Wow, just the entry frag immediately, and that smoke was so fine. We could see Ali looking for the gap in the smoke, but he couldn't quite find the gap in the smoke. Wow.
Watching in your room? Is your room on the roof of a building? But that is a Fox Theatre. We will be there. Dress classy, people. It's going to be nice. Back to the game, though. There is another force by number 6 in 7 rounds.
This is such a sick headshot. Boom. That is godlike stuff there from Zeus. And that was so important, because then they started to really try to just eliminate that AK, seemingly the biggest threat, allowing Adren to peek out once again from long to take down the distracted players. It all the stars aligned. And we have a timeout now from Gambit, actually. So Gambit taking a timeout. Like, guys, how do we end this? How do we end this perpetual force situation?
ABC of anti-eco. I must make a correction. It's force by number 5, because one Gambit round was a half by as opposed to a full force. So there we go. So the question is, how do we anti-eco? This is a sorry, anti-force buy. This is a stronger anti-force buy, well, a stronger force buy rather, from FaZe M4 onto Kiyashima. So life becomes more dangerous for Gambit. Look how forward the CTs are.
Wow, and they're going to go straight to the party area, take down Alu. No picnic for you, Mr. Alu. As additional kills come in, we have the pressure from FaZe as they take it all the way down to long here, and it looks like perhaps Gambit have done it. Perhaps they will win. Be the first to win a consecutive round. Someone give them a medal. This was like a next level of a force buy. We got 2 rifles on FaZe. It's like, I've never seen this level of force buys before. What's the end boss of the force buys? Is it not possible?
Who knows? Maybe an M249.
An M249, yes.
Easy going for the pot shots, trying to do what little he can. But it's Gambit to get the first consecutive round in this match. Davai hop.
Wow. Impressive start to this match.
Carrigan's got no kills in all this madness.
Oh wow, yeah, that's very true. Very true indeed. And Gambit is the cool thing now is that for them, FaZe's economy is utterly ruined. Utterly ruined. So they should be able to get a good chunk of momentum here. They just have to play very disciplined and make sure they're not complacent. And look at this rush down from FaZe. They're going to go straight in towards the fountain. Perhaps. Do they have a flashbang? They have one flash to get through the smoke, potentially. There it is. Flash through the smoke. In they go. Will they catch these members of the Gambit by surprise? Or is this firing squad be shooting off on all cylinders? That might be the case here. Just carrying left. He's found himself an AK and a frag, but the round will be claimed by Gambit. Good attempt, though. 2 kills, almost a third, with the flashbang and a bunch of couple PT-50s. Not bad, but the round is Gambit's.
Yeah, it's valiant efforts. Almost like that scene from Last Samurai, all running into the guns of the white people. 2-round lead for Gambit. Money still ropey for FaZe. Ecos to come. FaZe have bought 4 smoke grenades, so it seems they have more nastiness, more nonsense up their sleeves. Let's see which of the smokes this is. It is the normal one. Alright then, FaZe. They've got some pistols and a lot of smoke grenades. I think they may be trying to lead Gambit into making a mistake by ruining their timing. Because yes, they've thrown some smokes, but they've left themselves with 2 more.
Good positioning here from Gambit. One of the mistakes that an anti-eco team or team on the anti-eco can make is to go into the underpass area, the middle area, connector area, where there's just close quarters, which is very favorable for pistols, and that's where basically the team was set up here for FaZe. But now Dozier, once they're on the run, he's going to just chase him down. Dozier, unrelenting aggression, finding himself a couple kills, and almost everybody's gone now, just AZ. So Gambit, indeed, they are getting on the board with some good numbers here. Should be the 6th round any second. Adren already on 14 kills, actually. He's been standout, and Jason did say on the desk that Adren is one of the standouts of the tournament so far.
Adren used to beast with 100 ping in professional matches. 100 ping! He used to play from Kazakhstan there! His packets were carried by animals to the server. Clutch King with 100 ping. He's on land. He's a beast. He is a beast. I think he's one of those strong players that didn't always get the limelight because the teams he was on in the past never really achieved what maybe he has the potential potential to, but I think with Zeus at the helm of Gambit, maybe that time is now.
It's such a fun team actually with Zeus into this lineup. I mean, it really was the missing piece for them, as we can see so far at least. Again, their story is still being written. This major will be a very interesting test for them. So far they've been doing well. Alu, great position here, aggressive position here. Catches Dozier and falls back safely. Great early pick off there for the FaZe clan, and this is cool because now we get to see, okay, Gambit, you've lost a man. How do you play from a slight disadvantage? Because classically the CTs are going to say we have the advantage, let's play very passively and not give up a position where we could maybe go 4 versus 4.
That's a lovely non-standard angle being held there by Alu as well, especially with the smoke down. Normally you look over the smoke towards those stairs where the T's emerge from, but you don't often see an AWP holding that angle. Shadow, shadow, shadow. Oh, there we go. Alu taking Mo down. Mo peeking in the shadow actually. If he was a little more forward, the shadow would have exposed his position. Either way, it's Alu to get his second kill of the round.
This kind of gets a bit weird now because Gambit, having lost another player before really taking any map control or getting really any pressure or kills, they're kind of doubling down here on the picking game. And Alu could just kill one of these other players, and then the round's basically, I mean, the round is close to over unless, of course, one of these two players here towards the toilets gets a pick off, because there's no time as well. That's also a big factor here. Hobbit has to get some crazy damage done as he moves forwards, and range is waiting. Shot is attempted, but it is woefully missed by Hobbits, and Zeus cannot refrag. So the picking attempts easily shut down by Mr. Alu, the Finnish AWP god.
Yeah, non-standard angle being held by Alu, and but normally standing around here, you're going to get flashed regardless. So I'm surprised that Alu didn't get flashed at all. When you see that smoke go down, normally the T's will throw some flashbangs in that direction just for safety, because it's hard to see if an AWPer is behind the smoke looking over the top of the smoke. See all the shadows on the map. Most of you at home might not know, but the full screen map actually shows you the direction of shadows on the map, so can be a learning tool. Alu going for that early pick. Look at the grenades flying in, manages to avoid all of them.
So this is an important one for Gambit because they're running out of the cash, and FaZe could start to build some security. They already discovered that playing picks against Alu can be problematic. So this is a good opportunity for them to take a change of pace and try to play more strategically, more tactically, to get some space and to take away some positions using the grenades. And Hobbit's playing contact here through the sewers into the monster tunnel, looking for that first engagement. Very passive here, announcing his position into the B-bomb site. Kiyoshima delivering already a defense there, taking down Zeus, and now the rotation comes in.
3 men left for Gambit. They're starting to lose their lead. People on fire as well. Hobbit gets taken down. He's in the red, 15 HP. Those flames are very, very close. His teammate can't help him. He's stuck behind the smoke for the time being, and this is giving the CTs time to get into superior positions.
Yeah, Dren's going to need a massive round here to save this. I don't know how he could possibly go about doing that. Able to find the shadow. Can he get the drop on AZ? The flash coming in at just the most inopportune moment there. Dren probably had that frag. He's still going to get it, but this time he's going to lose so much health that it does decrease his chances overall here. Dozier desperately awaiting an opportunity to plant the bomb. The cross to the side is so painful. Dren somehow gets another kill. And now Alu and Rain might have a bit of a task on their hands. Both these players are quite weak, and they have to plant the bomb still. This is so late to plant. Only 8 seconds. Dren has to cross for the bomb. He's got to lay it down right now. Trying to fake. He's going for the kills. There's maybe one, but he dies after time. That is, oh man, that's huge.
Yeah, that's a good round from FaZe. Could have been much better. Damage was done to the economy, but they've got another round on the board, and Gambit are in a position to put pressure on that economy. Gambit have gone for another timeout, a tactical timeout, but the buy is definitely coming in. There's the final kill for Rain, so it's becoming a tight match. Gambit strung 4 rounds together.
As was their right, being the winners of the forced buy war. And what a war it was. Yeah, FaZe quite deadly here in these passive setups. It's interesting because what I would love to see Gambit do is a round that North are very good at, and maybe one of the best at running, which is you slowly take control of the map towards the A side, and then you try to get the wall of smokes, get the plant down, and you don't even care about the players sitting on the site. You wall them off with the smokes, you plant, and then you just fall back to the toilets and too long, and you force them to have to push those positions post plant. That is a round I'd love to see from Gambit, because it would completely change the kind of game that FaZe are playing right now. And right now, I mean, they're not really showing that they can beat. Oh, that push from AZ, very scary stuff, but the trade is going to benefit Gambit more.
Yeah, they've got time on their side, and we know Zeus likes to play it slow. Mo will be lurking outside the B area, not too far forward, just in case there is a push from short B. Alu looking to give his team an advantage once again. He has right support, but it's a bit far back. Dozier firing off some warning shots. Zeus heavily tagged at the moment. It's a nice flash from Dozier for anybody facing the balloon area from inside the toilets, and that allows Adren to get into position. So FaZe slowly being forced backwards, and that means a lack of information for the CT side.
And that's a cool forward smoke there to cover position. It's fairly telegraphed with 4 players left, and with less than a minute on the clock, that Gambit are likely trying to work A. And it would be really cool to see that wall of smokes play. They have enough smokes to do it. It's a nice grenade there. Almost killed Zeus, actually, down to 19 health. So got to be really careful. They can't afford to lose another man before they run the execution of a set piece onto the bomb site. That would be very detrimental, because they don't have many grenades left. And here come the grenades. Rain's in such a position to win the round.
Yeah, they've telegraphed their intentions. Rain, it should be easy for him. There's the first one. Now he can run distraction, trying to stay in the corner, but it's a 1-for-1. Alu on the side. He knows what's going on. I think he might have hit both at the same time there. 14 seconds for this bomb to go down. They're running out of personnel, but what the hell happened? Karrigan and Alu go down at the same time. Both of them attacks. Kishima can't stop the plot. The trade from Gambit's there, and they are back to winning ways.
That was so close there, that sprint to stop the plant, the smallest of margins. If he gets that kill like a few milliseconds before the plant goes down, they win the round. That's so close. so close. Oh man, Gambit just stealing away that one, and that was so tense. Rain was in such a crucial position there. This is turning out to be a really close match between these two teams, and a really interesting one as well, because of the way it started with all the 4 spies. And now we get a very bad buy here from FaZe. They got a couple 5-7 and a Deagle.
This buy sucks.
And an AWP. What do they do with it? Aggression on Suez, actually. This could work out. Flash in from, I think the CTs actually flashed themselves, and that's going to allow Hobbit to get an easy kill.
Yeah, that's unlucky for Alu. He had the most forward spawn in that direction. Not sure if he had the cash, but you can throw a flashbang off the wall that pops as you face the area. That kind of forces the T's to look away or become blind. Gamble doesn't pay off, but Karrigan's rescued the AWP, it seems. So maybe there is still opportunity for FaZe. And again, it's a situation where Gambit have to be careful, but not too careful. Not careful to the point where they have no time for error correction as they approach a site with the bomb.
Yeah, and it's cool to see that they're working towards A at the moment, and towards long as well. Especially if you have that man advantage, it's very hard for the CTs to isolate you in a 1 versus 1 or something, and that's really how Gambit lose this situation, is if they lose a couple one-on-ones. They just need to avoid that, and if they always just trade positively, right, and set up for that, there's no problem. But this AWP is very powerful. Look, it's untradeable. Karrigan is currently untradeable. Where is that trade? The smoke comes down. Karrigan is absolutely insane. Pushes past the smoke here, going for the big play. Can't quite connect the shot there. Oh, I think he even hit that one, but in comes a teammate from the back. And Karrigan with the big plays. That is so clutch, and that completely shut down Gambit, and look at what they're left with. If he doesn't hit one of these shots, he's dead. He's just so dead. Alright, so we have around $1,400 to $2,000 on the Gambit players. FaZe can now win this half. They've got double ops. Great round from Karrigan to really lift the spirits as well. Looking good actually for FaZe right now.
Initial Molotov towards the short B position to stop the push of Gambit. They're charging straight. Well, they were charging, but they've been taken down. Karrigan making a shot there, almost a no-scope coming in there, but he gets a kill regardless. That's another one. Can he find the ace? Going for the no-scope. AZ will take the 4th one.
This guy.
It's been a while since we've seen this kind of stuff from Karrigan with an AWP.
He's lost it, James. He's finally snapped. He's finally snapped. He just wants to kill everyone, and that is what he's doing. I mean, we can see on the outside a cool, calm demeanor. Looks like everything's the same from the outside, but inside, he has gone absolutely mental. This is great stuff from Carrigan.
7-7, last round of the first half. Gambit don't have much going on. Pistols, some grenades here and there. Carrigan's having a blast now, but he's dropped the AWP in the hands of Zeus for the moment. Mo has gone down. He's the man you wanted to give it to. So we'll see what Gambit can do with this. Carrigan and Mo dispatched off. Alu holding an angle on long. Not an easy shot to land there when someone makes a pass to Boulder, and Dozy is on his way there. Dozy has one-tapped him on the long area. Again, it's an awkward position for Orpers, and Alu has taken it to the face. It is a long journey though to collect that weapon as well, and it would be a gamble. They do not know what lies around the corner, but there we go. Hobbit's on a... No, he's not going to change his mind. We'll see what Gambit chooses to do.
Rain once again becomes very crucial, as essentially the anchor of the A-bomb side at this point, playing more or less by himself. He does have Kiyoshima rotating in now, but he's gonna, if they have a good split timing, it's gonna be really nice. And there's nothing in the way of counter grenades to stop Gambit. Gambit have so many advantages. The number of advantages they've got. Oh, they got the grenade advantage as well. But in goes Kiyoshima, somehow kills Dozier. Deagle comes out just in the nick of time, and there's no one left on the A-bomb side. It's clean. AZ has to come in for a 1 versus 3.
Last round, no choice but to run into a horrible situation. Zeus admiring the smoke, but down he will go. Now, crossfire potential. What is AZ looking for? He's looking for something. There's no smoke. He needs to find these kills. Adren spotted out in the open. And there is the last round for Gambit to take a slight lead going into the second half. It's their turn to defend now. Adren with 22 kills, double the next person on his team. Clutch King with 100 ping, showing why he's the boss.
Yeah, he's looking great so far. It's really impressive to see such a performance from him. And generally speaking, Gambit have shown a decent degree of versatility on this map so far, and they've also shown enough individual level to actually match up in FaZe in the right spots, which is important against FaZe. And you can see right there, Kiyoshima, the best performing player, I believe, in the scoreboard, indeed, for the side of FaZe versus just the mammoth performance of Adren. This guy is gargantuan so far in his Counter-Strike abilities.
Right then. Who will take momentum in this second half?
James, what are you most scared of?
Don't know. You know what? There was a time where I don't appreciate the clothing here. I mean, that's definitely not my legs, but I was scared of sharks. But you know what? I've got over that. I'm going shark diving after the major. If I die, Dan, you can have my keyboards. If I don't die, you can't. You can buy your own.
Can I have your company?
That's a reasonable question, actually. I don't know, you'd mess it up. I'll give
your company.
I'll give my company to someone else. Gambit have Zeus on the defuse kit and 2 flashbangs. FaZe, as we've seen commonly today in T-sides, in pistol rounds, 2 men with grenades. Carrigan, smoke flash, AZ with a smoke and a Molotov. So we may see a smoke grenade going towards the balcony if they choose to go towards B. The bomb's headed there for now. Again, Gambit with a forward position with these pistols. FaZe looking to move fast, perhaps.
Yeah, they've got the ability to just swing on in there for a fast rotation indeed, and Hobbit's actually backing towards A. And a lot of teams on the CT side do like to just get in for a really fast commit presence to make sure that they can get in and rotate and stop the bomb from going down, get the frags in a forward manner. Adren, Zeus coming in play. Adren and Zeus with the 3K, and now it's just 2 players left. The bomb is yet to be planted. Kiyoshima sniping them down there with that Glock in hand. 2 versus 2, still time, and they are going to use that time.
So what did Gambit choose to do? Do they play together? Do they put 2 on a site and rotate together? Or are they going to go 1 for 1? Are they going to split up? Currently both standing on the balcony towards B. As time continues to tick, will they change their direction? The bomb has been left very passive. Kiyoshima is miles away. He'll need a golf cart to catch up with Carrigan. Carrigan leading the charge. And maybe he's made some sounds. He's got Adren's attention. 3rd kill for Adren. Now Kirishima has a decision to make, A or B. The CT's sticking together, though Hobbit's just keeping an eye on the back, but he's not going too far, not going all the way into B. But if they hear the plant, they'll need to move fast. Ooh, Kirishima, he's heading back towards the A site. And now Hobbit and Adren are changing positions, but Hobbit staying behind Optimus. Oh, spotted there. Running straight out. Not going to wait for his teammate. He wants the headshot, and he will find the headshot. Pistol round goes to Gambit.
That's actually hilarious right there to me, because I was expecting the same thing. I was like, yeah, Hobbit's he's spotted him. Wait, wait to delay so your teammate can come and help you. Nope, it just instantly takes the foul, instantly. And maybe that's better. Maybe it's better because it doesn't allow the opponent to actually get into a more ideal peak for him. Either way.
Adren, 25 kills, man. In that pistol round, you'd say to him, Oishin Kuroto, which is like saying, you are a G.
Nice. Yeah, he's playing so well. It's so fun to watch the veterans when they have those resurgent performances. It's really nice. Adren with so much history. And now FaZe, they're back into Force by territory. You saw a lot of this in the first half. Will Gambit be able to quash it straight away? In it comes.
Looking to make some money. Just one kill for him. Hobbit has a trade though. The bomb's down. Spot some information as well. Got to be careful of the long area, not overextending. Alu walks straight into the crossfire. Pistol out. Carrigan can't get finished off. 2 kills for him with a Tech 9. But now it's AZ alone with the bomb. Zeus doesn't have the ideal weapon. Now he's collected the ideal weapon. FaZe re-peaks, he might be in trouble. He can do good damage with the Tech 9 from that range, but he'll need 2 shots to the head. He can just buy some time now. We heard Fallen say on HLTV, sometimes the best thing to do in a clutch is just wait. As Taco did on Mirage. See if AZ can be as successful. Got a bigger task on his hands with 2 players as opposed to 1. Gets close. There is the dink through the corner of the wall. Good for 99. But he needs that 100. Not going to work out for him. Another round in the bag for Gambit.
It's funny, I think our mics keep getting set off because we're in very close proximity to the Gambit side there, and they are loud. They are a loud team.
Yeah.
So because he's commanding away there, calling the shots.
He keeps saying something with B. I'm not sure what it is. Do you know what it is? With what? With B.
I have no idea. Maybe it means bananas, or maybe puppies. Who knows? Sure, it's innocence.
3-round lead for the Gambit Gaming side. Good opportunity to extend that, to build some cash with FaZe on mostly Glocks. Kirishima and AZ harassing towards B, but really, how much harassment can you do with the P250 and a Glock versus rifles?
And there's no deagle as well, and they're really spread out at the moment. I mean, it's so cool to have one deagle at least in a round like this, because you can't do anything on these ranges. You can't do anything.
Sometimes you need to shoot someone in the head 3 times with a Glock to take them down. That's how much it sucks in situations such as this. But that situation is easily remedied with the P250. Has almost double the one-shot range, at least in the pistol round, of the Glock. We may see a boost over the smoke. Again, it's about the numbers game for FaZe, and it might just work out. They just get a plant from this because they're swarming the site now. Like the Zerg army. Getting taken down though. There is the bomb plant, and now they can try to do some more damage. Graves not going to help Alu. It manages to dink Adren, but Adren just racking up the kills. Something disgusting at the moment.
He caught the bullet with his teeth. That's how gangster he is right now. It's a crazy spot that Gambit are in, because they could just, I mean, if they are able to just keep this momentum up now against FaZe and have a dominant performance, I really wonder what kind of team Gambit will be in this major moving forwards. They become quite fun to watch because they've got a bit more diversity than we used to see from some of the because there was a period where I think Thorin alluded to it on the desk as well, where you're looking at more of a tier 2, tier 3 type situation on their lineups, and they're forced to a spot where you have to be more strategical and tactical to win against the good teams. But we're seeing now Gambit have more versatility than strats, a deeper map pool, and also the ability to compete against some of the top players with individual skill too. Very important at the major, of course. And the AWP back into Mo's hands, as Ali will be AWPing on the T side.
AZ holding a somewhat passive angle. He's pretty close though. in connector. If you've got T's moving towards short B, it's always good to have somebody holding an angle on the door so they don't get pinched by the CT side. Something for those of you at home to install into your repertoire. Here comes the push from AZ. Kiyashima in a position to trade, but Gambit have a crossfire of their own. There goes the Hobbit, and there goes the Dren as well. No clutch for him on this round. Mo forced backwards, but can he get the pick on AZ?
Yeah, Mo, he can save them. He can still save them. If he goes off like Carrigan did from these positions, then he can get something done. But you can see he's a little bit too quick to some of these angles and missing a couple opportunities to maybe fire off a shot, maybe get his team a frag back. And they've got 2 players on A against 5 players from FaZe. That is tough. Zeus looking to meet the 2 players around toilets here. All the A's coming in. What can Zeus get done? Absolutely nothing. Mo shut down. And it should be an easy round now for FaZe. What can Dozier do against 5 here? The bomb is being planted as well.
Do wonder what his plan is here in this 1 versus 5. May not want to retreat too far away from the site in case he expects the T's to hunt him, but then it's an awkward site to hide around when the bomb goes off. Don't want to get exploderized. So we'll see if he can hold on to this. FaZe going to get their 8th round on the board. And I mean, FaZe, in terms of like fragging, their frags are better spread out than the Gambit. Dren is doing the heavy lifting at the moment. And just a point about Dren, to talk about his dedication to this game. When he was playing league matches in Europe and lived in Kazakhstan, the local time was like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's actually a very understated thing, I think, generally speaking. That's also like the thing when you were a much younger player as well, and you had to deal with much worse internet connections, generally worse conditions, and generally the conditions for when you would play. That's actually a really good point. We would always be playing much later hours, always.
Let's not forget the 100 ping. 100 ping at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Well, the other thing too is like 100 ping these days, it's not the same because the anti-lag and the lag compensation that's on the netcode these days allows for you to have it be very playable. Back then, if you had anything more than like 30 ms, you were at a significant disadvantage because there was no anti-lag netcode or lag compensation really. There was almost nothing. So the accessibility in that sense has improved massively, as has the connection, as have the connections.
There we go. It was somewhat inevitable that we got here, and Hobbit has the biggest head on that poster.
So Gandalf the creamy instead of Gandalf the grey there.
Gambit have used their last timeout in this match. Dren with the Mag 7, not something you see every day. We'll see where he'll be playing with that. He's going to be in a connector area, reasonable. Double nades coming in, anticipation from FaZe, but they won't be anticipating those meat shots. Surely they're coming in from Dren. Keep an eye on him. Oh, that's a warning shot. There he goes. He's opening the door to opportunity, and an upgrade. That's not good.
That grenade was a little bit savage. Straight from Dozier. I think he's like, Dren, you deserve to die now. Let me handle things. Let me handle it. And he might be able to. He's got a great position. This is not an off angle you expect when there's only one player that you could presume is on the site. Oh, but Ali was looking for it, but still Dozier gets it. Dozier with the spray down. Finds himself a quick 2. And that's just Rain left now for FaZe. Now, can Rain win this one? Oh, he spotted Hobbit, but still, the headshot comes in. I have no idea. I thought Rain was winning that 1 versus 1 every time, but Hobbit is looking good.
He ran into the Hobbit chain gun. Chain gun was swiftly deployed. That resets the loss bonus for FaZe as well. That's a bad spot to be in, considering Gambit are already on 12 rounds. Dozier with a nice clutch. Dozier play we haven't even mentioned either.
Yeah, that's true. That's really sick to get 2 frags out of that spot when the first player is actually already basically pre-firing you. That is nice from Dozier.
FaZe forced down to 2 pistols and the 3 AK-47s. They've got some grenades. They're going for a fast play. They may catch the CTs off guard here. That smoke will help Dozier though, but the flashbang won't. He's completely blind. When they push for the bomb, they need to find the frags first. Lovely shot by Rain. Instantly traded though by Dren.
Yeah, this is great positional work here from Gambit at the moment. They've got everybody down on the site just as it's being planted, and still FaZe have to try to get off the site. Alu might not be able to do so. The smoke's going away. Has to be taking these fights, and he's not going to win this one. Mo will be victorious. AZ coming in to answer back, and Carrigan as well. A deadly duo to be sure. bring FaZe over the line for the next round. 12-9 scoreline, still an advantage here for Gambit, but the economy for both teams has been racked so far in. Although that said, Gambit is the worse off there.
Yeah, that's a round that FaZe had to win. They took a gamble charging into the B-bomb site. It paid off. Could have gone either way with the smokes on the sites, but again, the flashbangs were absolutely on point. 3-round lead though for Gambit. They're going to spend some money as their loss bonus builds and they move towards their next full buy. An opportunity for FaZe to get to double figures. Once again, you see those smokes going down, but it's Mo with the sniper rifle towards long. A gap in the smoke for Hobbit. We'll see if anybody falls into his trap.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of players coming here, and FaZe, they might be expecting this, but if one of these Gambit players could just get that fast first kill, that could make all the difference. There it could be. No, Dozer misses his opportunity. Actually does finally find a kill, but he does go down in the end. The trade. Will FaZe commit in towards the A side of things? Mo in play now with that scout. That will surely divert FaZe. There's no way they want to go into a scout. You can't possibly risk it. They're going to fall back towards the B side of the map. A smart choice. And Mo realizes that's a decision, getting himself towards B as well. So this is still not over here. This is very, very winnable for Gambit from this position. We saw how well they did in the first half with the force buys as well.
Hobbit's going to keep an eye on the connector toilets area. In the meantime, his team are going to be further back. Adren's got a forward position on somewhat of an off angle in short, so there's more trouble to come the way of FaZe, but they're moving in pairs, they're moving in situations where they can trade. And they're exposed early though, but he can't get the kill Adren, and that is an important advantage. Zeus coming over to see this. Has he got enough bullets? He has. 2 kills for him. Everything changes. 30 seconds, they need to get this bomb down fast. There goes Kiyoshiba as well. Harosh, yes,
Harosh
he likes what he sees.
Let's go.
Davai, hop.
That's one of the things I know in a Russian is Harosh Davai. That was very Harosh, James. That was all the divide. That was brilliant stuff from Gambit Gaming with just pistols, and the positional play, fantastic. They knew exactly what FaZe were doing. Of course, you know, Mo, he got himself in a great position. You know, all it comes down to then is just hitting those shots. And Gambit are in the mind that, okay, they're able to do that after understanding, you know, what is going on in the map. And so FaZe now, they're in a weird position where they've got limited cash, and by the time they get a good buy, that might be the only good buy they can possibly have before Gambit win the match.
Here we go. Bit of reaction there. Look at that. That's nothing but testosterone, baby. Zeus is real man. 4-round lead for Gambit. FaZe back to the pistols. $2,000 to $3,000 for the most part. Rain's a bit poorer. Such opportunity for Gambit. With victory, they go to the playoffs. With defeat, there are more matches to play today. Both these teams currently at 2-1.
Tense stuff. I'm loving what we're seeing from Gambit so far, though. But let's see if FaZe can bring something back into play here. They've got the one-shot weapon, the Deagle. They're getting close with those Deagles, looking for some sneaky stuff. But Gambit playing quite passively. 3 players on A, and fast rotation potential from Zeus. A lot of grenades to work with too. They should be fine to deal with this, unless FaZe bring out some very crazy shots. When will FaZe go for that? They are smoked off a little bit, so perhaps they want to just wait for those smokes to dissipate, allow them to have angles. But Gambit are going and asking some questions here, pushing out on the A side of the map, not just happy to sit back and wait for the attack. They're going to bring the attack straight to FaZe. Is it a mistake, perhaps? 1 player going down, 2 players going down for the Gambit side. And all of a sudden, FaZe could be in for a potential in this round.
Yeah, but it's getting more difficult now. The bombs drop temporarily, collected, but Rain's got 9 HP. And Alu's just been sitting in long this entire time. If he was a bit deeper, then maybe it could have been worse for Gambit, but it continues to improve. Now it's Alu left. P250, no Kevlar, 2 players heavily tagged, some pre-fire from Dozier. He's got to be careful though. Repositioning, but going for the 1 versus 1, that's not... Oh my god! Running out of bullets. Zeus of 8 HP, Mo will clean things up. Damage done. But FaZe are running out of rounds to capitalize on that. Zeus in such a strong position. Post Na'Vi. So close to the playoffs.
Yeah, they are incredibly close, aren't they? And FaZe are in a position where they've got to now find some inner strength, something to bring them back What is it going to be though? There's a lot of strategies that obviously are very standard but very good on this map. We talked about the wall of smokes on A previously. A has seemingly been kind of problematic for FaZe to just approach. You do have to invest a certain amount of utility to get to the position where you can execute a set piece with smokes. So we'll have to see if FaZe will opt to do that, or if they'll try to keep it, play it safe, and just go for, or just roll the dice a little bit on a fast B play out of Suez, because there's no Suez presence. It's pretty much up for grabs. It's just Zeus harassing only temporarily from the balcony there. However, we do have a very full position on Alu towards long, so will Alu decide to go further, or will they just use this positioning to call in, to create obscurity for Gambit and make it hard to guess where the FaZe clan are going to go?
One of these Ts will have to rotate and collect the bomb at some point. Karrigan's going to do that now with just over a minute on the clock. It is about time to collect the bomb. Often left in spawn-ish areas on different maps, such as Mirage, for example. Does allow you to rotate either way if you have a lurker. Dozier passive towards B. The numbers game for Gambit is on the A site, but will they stay there with the clock continuing to tick? Kishima's going for a bit of an investigation towards B, but it's a time for rotation. Adrenaline with the forward position stuck and taken down. Hobbit's got a lot to do now. Graves coming in, but FaZe have to push one of these sites. Kishima's made his way through to B. He's picked off Dozier. Here comes the rotation for FaZe.
Oh, this is so interesting. I think Gambit didn't think FaZe could play a really slow round, and Adren pushed out way too early. And it's worked. This really slow pace has worked. It forced a mistake out of Gambit, and now we just have a save. Gambit going to give up the round here, keep their weapons. They know it's way too long a rotation, way too many positions to be cleared. They can't realistically do it. So just going to hang on to what they have, and they have no money in the bank, so it makes a lot of sense. But Alu's in position, and you have to credit FaZe too. The way they set this round up, they had the ability to assault A, and Kiyoshima had Suez on lockdown. He could always allow a rotation back to B for FaZe. So FaZe set this round up in a great way. That's very promising for them in the future of this overpass match.
Lovely frag by Alu. These frags are worth their weight in gold for FaZe at this point of the tournament. Kishima getting picked off before surviving is fabulous for the FaZe clan. A round in the bag, that brings them to double figures. You can see Alu very focused as per usual. The bro fist comes out. Gambit, one weapon less than they were expecting to bring into this situation. And maybe they would have bought around 3. Some money's being spent. We'll see what it... there we go. It is a full force buy around what they have. They've got 4 rounds to build loss bonus, so they'll take a calculated risk. FaZe, what is their response?
Well, there's the response, James. Oh my god, the Deagle comes in from Dozier, drops Kiyoshima immediately. Not sure what he's doing after that. I think he's just offering himself up, knows that he was done, and Zeus now comes into the fray with the M4, looking for a head just to pop up beyond the arch there, see if he can get a kill, but Alu and AC strike from behind the smoke, and now there's problems here for Gambit. Just 2 players left against the 3 of FaZe.
Mo had an angle on the site where AZ was heavily tagged, but Ali's got the low ground. And Mo, he's rotating to high ground, picked himself up an AK as well. Nicely done, but will they be ready for Alu? Alu's in a key position here. Karrigan could help as well. Nade going in his direction. Karrigan spotted. Oh, AZ, human shield. Mo on the high ground will get taken down. A round for FaZe. 2 players surviving. Now the money is very patchy for Gambit.
That was really close as well. You can see them lining up for Hobbit just momentarily. If Mo was a little bit quicker, he gets the trade there in a 1 versus 1. Very, very tight stuff here. You can see it right here. Hobbit, if Mo was a bit faster to kill Ali or to trade that, maybe he could potentially win the round. But it all comes down to those small margins. And Gambit now, their margin is closing in on them. Margin for success, that is.
I love margins.
Or going farther away from them even. And so we have FaZe closing in on them. Kiyoshima there with the back 10, playing the information game with that, and also finding some Kevlar-less opponents. However, Dozier a little bit angry here, able to take him down, and there's no initial support there, so it will be a frag there for them. But Karrigan and Co are on the wrong side, so they don't care.
Dozier, opportunity to make some money in this eco round with this MAC-10. Why not? Adren moving in as well, so we'll see if they can get anything done. But this looks reasonable for FaZe. Karrigan is around a T-spawn area. They're all rotating like a clock in reverse. Flanks on flanks. Karrigan could get taken off guard. So again, that could be an AK stolen or some money made, but he's all the way towards Monster now, so perhaps that opportunity has passed. We'll see if Gambit can make anything extra of this. They'll get $2,400 for the loss of this round, so they could have a buy in the following round. It may lack helmets and not be spectacular in terms of grenades. FaZe closing the gap once more. FaZe no stranger to tight games in this major.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think most teams, we've seen so many tight games in this the major so far. I really did like this selection of round from FaZe on the anti-eco, just charging in monsters. It's really one of the strongest ones you can run. The other one being the play up A-long with everybody. But 14 to 12, only 2 rounds away. Gambit's money's a little bit weird. I mean, it's not perfect. They can definitely buy and they should, but it's kind of reluctant because you know you're going to be not perfect on all the nades. And you can see actually that Zeus is going to opt to get a mag 7 so that he can have 4 grenades. Because look at Dozier, he's got 0 grenades.
Zeus started with a P250, which makes me think maybe there was some indecision as to what they should do. But here we go. They've gone for it. Mo's managed to eke out the AWP. That could be important. Should be important. A man with his skill set over towards toilets. FaZe of a slow start. Need to identify what Gambit are doing, although they should expect to buy in this situation.
One quick thing actually is that AZ in throwing the Molotov and the HE there, if Gambit didn't already push sewers, that forces Gambit to have to flash into sewers if they want to take it, because those grenades suggest that FaZe have sewers already, which they don't right now. So that's kind of a small interesting little play, because Gambit can't really easily afford to throw nades to safely peek into sewers. They do have a man who's on the angle, but he hasn't pushed in just yet. So as far as they know, there could be action around that position.
Mo looking towards the toilets, but also has to take care of Long, where Rain is at the moment. So they've got Lurkers in position, and Karrigan's going to join him. Looks like they're on for the split. Again, we've previously seen Kishima go on an expedition towards B in this situation, but the whole FaZe clan are focused on the A site for now, where there are 3 CTs. 30 seconds left. Mo considering more aggressive positions. The Molotov will force him away, which denies the CTs information. But can the CTs use the clock to their advantage?
Yeah, it's really starting to get quite problematic. Have FaZe not giving themselves enough time. If anything goes wrong, and it could be Hobbit that causes the problems here. 1 kill, some good damage. Mo able to get 1 frag to trace. Both teams are alive right now, but it's looking good for Gambit. The bomb has to be planted. It has to go down. There's no time. Adren comes in, sweeps away the rest of FaZe, and now Gambit are on match point.
FaZe played the clock. It hasn't worked out for them. Let's put Gambit on match point. Gambit, they had heavy losses, but they're coming back in for the buy, of course. FaZe have cash in the bank, AWP 4 AKs, but they are very limited on grenades. High pressure situation again. The loser of this match has to play for their tournament life in the coming matches tonight. 3 more games to go after this. Lots of utility for the Gambit team.
Yeah, they're looking pretty darn good at the moment on the utility perspective. And you can see the approach from FaZe now is again quite slow. And the last round really burned them from how slow they played the pace. They didn't allow themselves the opportunity for error correction, and there were certainly some errors, or rather positions which they couldn't really recover from given the time they left themselves. Alu looking for the pick here for FaZe, and will he get it? This is really crucial for FaZe. If they can get this pick. Oh, so close, he's denied it. They know he's there as well, that's a problem. They're not going to repeat that angle. Doge is on 11 HP, but they needed the kill.
Gambit positioned themselves for a B rush as well. They had no one towards Long at all. Mo was alone on A around the toilets area. He's gone to have a look at what's going on along, but they don't really know much of what's going on there at present. FaZe starting to rotate. They've still got time on the clock, but you might argue they made a mistake with the clock on the previous run. They won't want to do it again, and they've got to be very careful. Delivers for his team. Can he get a second one? He can. There's a huge frags towards B.
And he's an absolute monster, isn't he? Going forwards, he will die, but he's done his job. He's given FaZe an in, and what an in it is. There's only 2 players left, Mo and Dozier. Dozier's got 11 health, trying to spray through the smoke. It's not going to do anything, and Mo just has to save this up. There's just no other play for him here. There's no way back into that bomb site. So things are getting really interesting. There is a very realistic chance here that we could see FaZe tie this up and go into another overtime game. There's been so many of them already this major, and I mean, look at the money for
What money then?
exactly. Gambit are just money screwed in every sense.
See no money. But they've got time to build some cash. The thing is, if they don't force in the next round, it's going to be really awkward for most try to hold on to this AWP. Never mind, AZ with some great movement there.
Classic fake flash with the pistol, James. Always works.
Always works. Unless you're simple, where a fake with an AWP is required.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think he has a 100% success rate using an AWP as a fake flashbang. 2 rounds remain. Gambit, one would assume they will eco 1 round, especially with that lost AWP. We have 4 HE grenades. Where will they throw them though? Seems they have a read that it's going to be a fast B play. It's not going to be. Kishima, the only man headed there. FaZe maybe taking it slow, anticipating some sort of nonsense from Gambit.
This is super smart because, again, $300 for the HE, $300 for a P250. They've got no... All they wanted to invest here was $300 4 times. So that's an opportunity cost where they could have bought the P250s. But what they're saying here is that we know that the anti-ecos that FaZe have run previously have actually been often through that monster tunnel. That is a very likely one. Obviously, it's not what you're going to see every time, but just that potential likelihood, the 4 grenades could get like a bunch of kills because of the kind of terrain that you're dealing with over there. They're unlucky that that's not the case. They're so unlucky. They
haven't thrown any. So
it's true.
What if there's some mad rotation for grenade clutch?
All right, James. Okay. Oh, that's a pretty decent one.
That's one. There's 3 more to go then.
Nice, nice, nice.
There are 3 more to go, and they can jump peek over the APC. So. Oh boy. Oh my.
Please.
God. Please. Someone's going to peek, and then everyone is going to die. Here they come. There's another one. Can he do any more damage? No, just the 1 kill with the grenades. Rain is maimed. We'll see what else can be done. Mo has a shadow advantage, but that's the only advantage he has. Use potential for a knife kill, potentially. I don't know if Kishima's heard him. He has. Down goes Use. Oh, good damage done, though. I don't know what the money's like for the tees. It's irrelevant damage for the most part. Numerous players over 6k. Carrigan has the AWP as well, so all good for FaZe, but they cannot fail. Are we going to overtime, Dan?
It's very, very possible. I gotta say though, I love teams who go for the grenades like that. It's just so fun. It's just so fun, and it's well, we'll see if they can actually manage to make this gun round work for them. Gambit, it is match point, but if they lose it, of course, indeed, it will be overtime. And if that's the case, it's hard to predict what will happen from there. Gambit were ahead for so long, and they were doing so well. And the previous gun versus gun round, we saw Ali just wrecking everybody towards the B-bomb side, just moving forwards for picks. It's not the most consistent way to try to open up your rounds, so there's always the potential that Mo just beats Ali in a 1 versus 1, potentially, or maybe Mo gets a pick somewhere else for the Gambit side. Playing the picks is not the most consistent way to open up the map for the for FaZe, I would say, against Gambit. We'll see though.
Again, I'm also watching the time management for FaZe in this round. They've got a lot of grenades for now, but that minute mark is fast approaching.
Laying down smoke.
Zeus, no Kevlar Mag 7. That is quite novel, and he's the only man with a defuse kit, so we have to keep an eye on where he goes down, should he go down. Currently in short B. That kit may play a part in the conclusion of this round. We know what happened to Markelov in a previous match. 40 seconds remain. FaZe, are they offering a fake towards the A site? Dozier and Zeus in B. Zeus pushing short B now. B's been abandoned. The fake has been well and truly sold. There's no push just yet though.
Oh, Zeus with the Mag 7 playing the dangerous game. Is Kishima got to be really careful with that one. Looks like, or I think it was Carrigan actually, you have to play that one safe, and it's Kishima on the bomb site, planting the bomb. Zeus, oh my god, he's flanking with the Mag 7. Here it goes! Gets it onto Alu there. Another player to find. Kishima trying to swap out for that AWP. Not going to happen. Dozier and the rest of Gambit quickly rotating. Kishima, nowhere left to turn.
Oh, it's down to Carrigan. Can he hold the in-game leader? So many people to fight against 3 players. How do you avoid the triple P coming in? The bomb, I think it might be being defused. So he's got a kit. He's got a kit, and Hobbit hold things down. Gambit, the last round, 16-14. They make it to the Fox Theatre.
Absolutely denied, FaZe. Absolutely denied, but not denied another chance here today. Wow, Gambit Gaming become legends. Unbelievable stuff to see Gambit rise